Hey guys, welcome back. So till now we have seen that a queue can be implemented in two ways, that is using an array as well as using a linked list. Hope you have understood both of them. Now in this video let's quickly do a recap of array versus linked list implementation compared, and then we'll see when do we use queue and when we should not use queue. So here we have the same 7 operations that we have been seeing since some time. And as you can see, array implementation for all of them takes order of 1 time. Similarly, linked list implementation also takes order of 1 time. So we do not get any extra advantage when using a linked list implementation. From the space complexity side, also we see that most of them uses order of 1 space. Similarly, in linked list also, all of them uses order of 1 space. The only difference is the creation of a queue. So in an array, we saw that we create a blank array of n size, so it takes order of n space. Here we don't use any such thing. We simply create an object of a single linked list class that is of course gonna take order of 1 space. So then the question is, what is the advantage of linked list compared to an array? So the answer for that is over here. That linked list is more space efficient compared to an array. So in an array, once the size of the array is fixed, we have finalized the size of the queue as well. We cannot increase or decrease it. So later in the program, if we want more space in the queue, we cannot increase it. But in case of a linked list, we can increase the size of a linked list or decrease it depending on our need. And there is no upper limit on the size of the linked list. It will only be dependent on our system memory. So in general, if somebody asks me, I will always prefer a linked list implementation compared to an array implementation because of the flexibility in the storage. Now let's see when we should use queue and when we should not. So whenever we want to implement an application or a functionality which inherently uses a FIFO, then we should always be using a queue. Why? Because queue also has FIFO philosophy. And since queue is already implemented in most of the languages like C++, Java, Python, so in those cases we should use queue. The other advantage of using a queue in this case is that it is always guaranteed that the data corruption will never happen, because we can insert or delete a data only in a given fashion, that is FIFO method. So nobody tomorrow can come and play around or delete or update any unwanted data in some random order. Now the problem with the queue is that random access is not possible. That is, if we have done any mistake in entering any of the data, then we have to dequeue all of the elements, and then we have to modify that particular element, and then again enqueue all the elements. So it is lot of time consuming work. So let's say this is our queue, and this 50, let's say it was supposed to be 55, and by mistake we have inserted 50 here. Since this is a queue and we can dequeue only the first element, so we have to take out node 1, node 2, 3, 4, 5, then modify this node 5, and then again enqueue 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you see that just to update one node, we had to do 10 operations, 5 dequeue and 5 enqueue. So basically what that means is, whenever we are using a data structures like queue or even a stack, we always need to be careful what kind of data we are inserting in the queue or stack. Because once it is inserted, modifying that data is very difficult. So that is one of the cons of this kind of data structures. So that is all about the queue data structure. With that, we complete the chapter of queue. In the next video, let's start the next topic, that is tree data structure.